calling for a holy war against the unbelievers and the deaths of a number of people mentioned by name. The tone was that of a death cult, composed in a language dripping with the imaginary blood of infidels and holy martyrs. The Dutch is correct but stilted, evidence of the author's lack of literary skill perhaps, but also of several layers of awkward translation. Much of Bouyere's knowledge of radical Islamist rhetoric came from the English translations of Arabic texts downloaded from the internet. The manner of Van Gogh's murder, too, appears to have been inspired by imagery shooting around the world on websites. A CD-ROM disc was found in Bouyere's apartment, with video film of more than 23 killings of the enemies of Allah, including the American reporter Daniel Pearl. These were taken from a Saudi website edited in London. Apart from the detailed images of men of various nationalities being beheaded, the CD contained pictures of a struggling man slowly having his head sawed off, taken from a Dutch porno site. Bouyere's open letter was not actually addressed to Theo van Gogh himself, but to Ayaan Hirsi Ali, the Somali-born Dutch politician, who had made a short film with Van Gogh entitled Submission, dramatizing what she saw as Islamic abuse of women by projecting quotations from the Quran onto the naked bodies of several young women. The film was first shown in a television program in which Dutch celebrities were asked to select scenes from their favorite films or television shows. Hirsi Ali chose Submission. Selecting one's own work was unusual, perhaps even unprecedented. But Hirsi Ali was not a run-of-the-mill celebrity. In the year before Van Gogh's murder, she had become the most prominent critic of Islam in the Netherlands, speaking out in meetings with Muslim women, at party conferences and on TV talk shows, repeating her message over and over that the Quran itself was the source of violent abuse. A delicate African beauty, Hirsi Ali had caught the public imagination by the eloquence and conviction of her public warnings against a religion which already had a sinister reputation. Here was a Muslim or ex-Muslim from Africa telling Europeans that Islam was a serious threat. This was a disturbing message in a society used to public figures preaching multicultural tolerance, but it was also something many people wished to hear, some of the same people who would later turn against her. Bouyere's letter was addressed to Hirsi Ali as a heretic who had rebelled against her childhood faith and become a willing tool of Zionists and crusaders. She was called a soldier of evil who had turned her back on the truth. She was a liar who would smash herself to pieces on Islam. She would be destroyed, along with the United States, Europe, and Holland. For death would separate truth from lies, and Islam would be victorious through the blood of martyrs. Ayaan Hirsi Ali was the most prominent target of this holy rage, but she was not the only one. Her masters were described in the letter as a Jewish cabal that ruled the Netherlands. This cabal included the mayor of Amsterdam, Job Cohen, a secular man who actually tried his best to find common ground with the Muslim communities in his city. Holding things together, as he put it. In a twist of awful irony, Cohen had also been attacked quite viciously by Theo van Gogh, among others, as an appeaser of Islamic extremism. The shadow of World War II, the only war to reach the Dutch homeland since Napoleon's invasion, is never far from any Dutch crisis. Van Gogh, with his unfailing instinct for the low blow, compared Cohen to a collaborationist mayor under Nazi occupation. Still, in Bouyere's jihad, Cohen would have been annihilated. Another member of the alleged cabal was Josua van Aartsen, then leader of the conservative VVD, People's Party for Freedom and Democracy, which Hirsi Ali had recently joined as a member of parliament. The fact that he wasn't Jewish at all was of course irrelevant. In the Holy War against Zionists and Crusaders, ancestry accounts for less than association. Van Aartsen, too, invoked the last war. These people, he wrote in the NRC Handelsblad, the most august of the national newspapers, don't wish to change our society, they want to destroy it. We are their enemy, something we have not seen since 1940. His party colleague, the finance minister Gerrit Zalm, a personal friend of Van Gogh's, declared that we are at war with the terrorists, and extra measures would be taken on all fronts. Mart Erben, leader of the populist LPF party,